her doing or she's not gonna do. Piper, for me, I think is another one that is most improved if she'd be in the ring more. If you had Piper in the ring more, I would have used her as a
I think
improved.
I think we get that now with this now United States and IC title in play.
Absolutely.
So now I'm waiting on the when is
The heel turn.
Yeah, so that way Chelsea Green can be a face and have the fans behind her. You know.
Well, talking about feuds, potential feuds, all that. Let's let's talk about this next one, the best feud of 2024.
Okay.
What do you got?
As much as this one hurts my soul, I went with Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan as feud of the year.
Feud of the year, yeah. Because we were doing a male and female. The female, I did Rhea and Liv. You could throw Dirty Dom in there.
Well, that is my female one because Dirty Dom's on all the females like Dirty Dom, so use a female at this point.
I mean, have you seen a pic of his litter? I'm about to just grow my mullet.
I mean, at this point, I think everybody just needs to grow a mullet and want chicken tendies.
I'm saying, man, you give me some chicken tendies and a mullet, bro. I can get Rhea and Liv. And
Well,
then
no, you get Liv. You get Liv because remember, Rhea said you couldn't have chicken tendies. That's why he left her in the whole beginning.
Oof.
Yeah.
But I got them
But
on
I
that
don't
one.
know. Tattoos over chicken tendies. I like tattoos.
Tattoos over a fake Harley Quinn. But my men, the feud of the year for me, easily CM Punk, Drew McIntyre.
That fucking bracelet, bro.
Yeah, bro, that is when I first thought of like feuds of 2024. I thought of that damn bracelet, bro, because I make them. They make they're 5 cents to make.
Bro, and this is the sad part. It started at WrestleMania with the quickest title loss in Mania history.
Well, no, I mean, if you really think about it, it started before Mania when Punk got hurt.
Yeah,
McIntyre with the T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, it really took off.
Oh no, it
Okay,
elevated like a motherfucker at that point.
I could say of the year because 2024 we started with the Rumble and the horrible Tropicana. So like, I get it. I get it.
You mean the new Sundown? It's some rate. All four Rays fans are just gonna get pissed right now.
There's 4 of them now.
Oh, it's a sellout. But that was my feud, man. Because yeah, it starting at that Rumble,
Yeah.
and then CM Punk getting hurt. We were being at that Raw right after the Rumble, seeing the feud escalate, and then Mania happens. You get CM Punk popping up for commentary. And then you got CM Punk playing fucking Where's Waldo?
I'm not mad at it.
Like, bro, there was points that I'm like, okay, you need to end this feud, and then they'd like elevate it, and I'm like, okay, no. Y'all really went there. You keep going, bro. The social media thing with McIntyre, I think, is what helped.
Oh my god, I feel like the social media now plays such a more key element because everybody is just glued like this 24/7. So yeah, I think that played a huge part in carrying that, especially when you have Punk out with injury and not there every week to cut the promo or
Trying to do a social
right. And then you had the whole Let's Play Ring Around the Rosie where CM Punk show up just seconds after Drew McIntyre or the other. Like it was good. I give you that.
And that was it. again, if it started over a bracelet and it ended with both of them being gone for a hot minute, and man, look, they are still beefing without beefing. You got McIntyre and Claymore in the breaks off at anybody that is walking that is associated with not just Roman Reigns but CM Punk. Because he even said it. You teaming with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, I'm taking your head off. And he did. All three within 2 shows. So without even beefing, they're still beefing. And now the torch is being passed to Seth.
What are we gonna call this crash out of a trio?
I was going to say, we've kind of been tossing around in the group chat. If you had McIntyre, KO, and Seth Rollins all in a little trio of a group of guys that are just tired of Roman Reigns and the bloodline, like, and you're just as a fan, what would that, if I were to portray that to you and bring it out to you, how would you feel?
That'd be kind of cool.
Just get you a little power group of everybody that got screwed over by the bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of going like, well, it'd be like the NXT. What is it with Fallon, JC Jane, and the other chick? Where they,
is it Toxic Attraction?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But
I mean, it's kind that was kind of like their beef in NXT. Like they've been passed over, they hadn't, stuff like that. But question for you guys.
Okay.
Does JC Jane not remind you of Marilyn Manson?
Yes,
I do. That's all I thought.
Yes.
So
Is it okay? So,
like this. I'd be like,
right. So I'm not the only one that thinks that. Then
I feel like they tried to copy Anna Jay with the AEW House of Black thing, and it backfired with her looking like Manson.
Right?
Because because I don't watch NXT often.
Okay.
But knowing her, I mean, even playing the game and seeing her, it was. Did they really put Marilyn in the game?
Right.
Because, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a thought I thought I only had.
Yeah,
I having thoughts like that, but it's like, do we say that and it be seen as like we're attacking people?
I mean,
well,
the
looks though. I mean, her looks. She just, when you see her, it's like, wow, she looks like Marilyn Manson.
And
in the face. In the face.
Really crazy, and it was really crazy. And my wife will kill me, but you take the makeup off this girl, beautiful. Put the makeup on, and it's like, no.
Right.
It's like it looks like you're about to go take a rib out.
Right.
Now, going to the next one. This one I know was hard. And I'm pretty sure after some of the conversations we had, we're probably in the same ballpark for what match of the year should be.
Okay, you want to go first on this one? Then?
I got Women's Money in the Bank.
Okay, I put that on my paper too.
And solely Chelsea Green coming off that ladder.
Oh, so we are completely in agreement about that match.
Okay. I was going to say, the way Chelsea sold it, the way they presented it.
I was happy all the way down to the winner.
Yeah.
I was happy about everything in that match.
Yeah, and it presented itself. I think that right there remember when Money in the Bank used to be a Mania match?
Yeah.
If you would have put that women's Money in the Bank match this year at Mania, that may have stolen the show.
It really did have that old school truth Money in the Bank feeling. Like, yeah, we had other ones where people did high flying stuff and fell off ladders, but it didn't feel to the like that first, or maybe the first 3 Money in the Banks where you had Edge and CM Punk winning and just everybody flying everywhere. And
Yeah.
I mean, you even had that big monster feeling where, because you remember Kane was in one and it was like, oh, how is this going to work? Oh, just everybody whoops his. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, it was one of those, like, I was happy with how everything just went all across, because like this one was the women putting their bodies on the line. And yeah, the men have done it, we've seen it. But okay, we were just talking down towards a couple of the female, personalities that they have. Okay, we'll heel turn it. We'll kick it back up. The fact that you got them women putting their bodies on the line, if not better, but the same as the men.
And you got somebody that's scared of heights to take a bump the way she took a bump.
And you got Chelsea on top of that ladder going through a table.
I think that's why she got her title.
I really do believe that's where this U.S. title came from.
Yeah, but
Speaking of, go ahead.
you think of like that match that, I have to totally agree with you on that one. But look at, like, there were some sick bumps in there. Look at
Yeah.
like Valkyrian, and who else was it? Zoe Stark, and then Zoe Stark and Io. I mean, some of the bumps that they took were insane. How they got up and walked away from that stuff was just crazy.
Now, I got a question, and you can keep kayfabe alive, or you can
Okay.
be honest. Those ladders, prop ladders, or a true aluminum ladder?
I don't know, because I wasn't in WWE or
Okay.
like there. I don't know. Like when we did tables, ladders, and chairs matches in the indies, real ladders.
Okay. I was gonna say, because seeing how they fall on them things a little too free willingly,
right?
I'm just like, yeah, I know you. I mean, granted, when you did those matches, you guys probably body slammed one another on a ladder, and you felt the shit. These things bend a little. It's like pencil fighting back in the day. That's what it reminds me of, watching them go through these. It's just like you got one of them rubber, just easy to break pencils.
Yeah.
That's what those ladders. That's why I had to ask.
Right, and I've often wondered what they are in there, because you see that, like you said, they're willing to like fall from the top and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
where like when we did it, I did some with, like, when I was in the RWA, for Billy. We bought the ladders, so I mean, you definitely hurt. You were hurting afterwards. I did my last match. I was 41 years old doing a tables, ladders, and chairs match with TNT Mahoney, and he was 300 pounds.
Holy shit!
So after that match, and we probably went about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Couldn't walk for 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was
that.
It was I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse that was a stick. I couldn't drive it because I couldn't move my feet for it.
That's crazy, because my wife is younger than me and I got a stick truck.
Okay.
And even she's like, yeah, you'll never have to worry about me driving this. I'm like, you don't want to learn? She's like, no. But it was given to me by her dad.
Oh, wow, cool.
It was her grandfather. So it was one of those, like, none of the kids know how to do it. So it's like, oh, okay, you're old enough to know? Cool. Here you go. Drive a stick. And having to relearn that was fun at 36.
Oh, I bet. It's been a while since I drove a stick. I'm curious to see if I could still do it.
I think they should. I think they need to make a line of cars that are just stick. Just
right.
I mean, the Subaru WRXs are.
Are they?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I want to see.
I mean, I don't look one around it. So.
Well, I was gonna say they need to promote it on TikTok or
Why
something.
why would we do that? Why would that car
Get-
side of the world
Get
do
the
that?
younger generation to buy these cars, bro. Because what better way to learn how to
As
drive than
somebody
on
that
fly?
teaches the younger generation, they don't even know how to tie their shoes right now.
Right.
Because we're catering to them.
See, well, I've got years on you guys. I've got a few years on you guys, and that's how we learned how to drive was with the stick.
Yeah,
And
that was how
you
I
know, so
learned.
that we were taught on a stick, and the most fun part was like when the bridge would go up, and you were kind of caught in the middle and trying not to hit the guy
Oh,
behind you.
Yeah, I'd put parking brake on.
Right.
Just put that e-brake on and just hope it holds.
Right. See, I wasn't smart enough to know about the parking brake.
I'm the type of person I've had and it wasn't a stick shift, but there was a time I attempted to do my brakes, messed it up, and I had to take it to the shop. Drove the entire way to the shop. It was like 5.5 miles, using my e-brake as the brake.
Oh, jeez.
And you've been down here going down 19,
Mm-hmm.
and you can imagine during rush hour.
Oh, nice.
That-
Yes,
Man, that shit was nuts.
I bet. I've been caught in rush hour at 19. That's a
Well, I was
blast.
gonna say, that's what I was gonna say. You understand.
Oh, yes.
Now, another thing that was nuts this year, man, was PLEs. What was the best one of 2024?
I went SummerSlam.
Ooh,
SummerSlam took me on an emotional ride. Like, yes, we talked about it all happening, but the way that it all played out, that was a lot of emotion. Mike Cole called a phenomenal fucking show. It was SummerSlam.
okay. And you going with Roman coming back and all that as well?
Was not even talking about that. I was
Okay.
talking about the implosion of Judgment Day.
Oh, even better. Yes. Yes.
The Roman part was a second thought. I was
Oh, so I just added to it. I just added. Ooh.
That's
Well-
how good to me SummerSlam was.
Yeah, so I went with Backlash. And I only did that because of the simple fact, bro, that international crowd, man, Leon France started something that I don't think it's been touched. It's come close. I don't think anybody else has hit it, bro, but the way they were just top to bottom of that show, they were loud, not obnoxious, but obnoxious in a great way for being wrestling fans. But when Jey Uso came out, bro, the entire Yeet movement and the Fireflies came about.
We had so many speculations with that, so yes, I get that.
Well, I was
I
gonna
get
say just the videos alone, I don't think there was one person in there not doing it. Corey Graves was yeeting.
Yeah,
You had Michael Cole beginning to learn to yeet.
we gotta work on Michael Cole. We gotta work on him.
Michael Cole don't have rhythm.
I don't get that, especially for you to be a hip hop fan. I don't get that.
That's why he's a hip hop fan, because he ain't got the rhythm.
I don't get it. Though.
But man, that right there, Leon France, bro, I think they fucking set the bar this year for international shows. My opinion.
That is a very fair argument that I will not have with you because I
was gonna say, bro, because that was Cody's first PLE without Roman being a champion. It was kind of that flip of the page of the book, but we're still in the same chapter without realizing it. And that's where it happened.
That leads me to a question for you, Jay. Have you ever had a crowd that y'all were able to feed off of at a show like that? Kind of similar to how they were at Backlash?
Yes. Yeah, I had a few times. Actually, the 6-man steel cage match we had, That was outdoors. Was on the well field, on the football field out there. So that was there, and it had a good crowd. We did a few shows in Venice. Well, I mean, we did a bunch of shows in Venice. But yeah, you had like being like local, like the community center, like just being a local person from, you had crowds that you would feed off of from there. Yeah, so it does help. I remember like one of the shows, and it might have been for Suncoast Wrestling. Me and Rick were a tag team against, I remember Tom Sawyer, and I couldn't tell you who his partner was, but you kind of felt bad because even Rick and I talked about it afterwards, just the crowd, because us being from Venice, it was at the community center, they were just, going nuts for Rick and I. We basically just jobbed out Tom and his partner, we just jobbed them out, which felt bad, but you fed off the crowd that much that, you just kind of got lost in the moment.
I got you. That's solid.
Yeah.
Because I've even said as a person, like, I want to be a fan, experiencing that, even just as a fan standpoint. So, like, they made me want to travel to Leon. I'm not even gonna lie, Australia got loud too.
Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll run with that one too, because
I'm not mad with your answer for
I think, you know what, man, and to kind of bounce off of it, I think Perth kind of threw that little bone of a hint of, we don't get to see this shit very often. Let's get loud. Perth, I think, got loud on certain matches. Rhea, Bronson Reed, people that
from there.
familiarity,
Gotcha.
even Gunther. But then you got Leon France that, bro, they were just hype.
I give it to you.
And I do go with what you were saying. I think Perth kind of threw that little hint out there and was like, yo, we need to get hype out here. And we had us all saying, we need to do that shit over here in the States.
No,
but we're too damn spoiled.
I will say that.
We're just too damn spoiled, though. We know that we're gonna get them next week and the week after and the week after.
I feel like the only sports we give that kind of Leon France energy towards is college football.
And even that could be a hit and miss.
Exactly.
But I agree with you on that one. Now, which brand did you like this year?
NXT.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't get me wrong. I love my Raw. I love my SmackDown. But the young kids who are going to carry, they're doing the fucking thing.
I fuck with it. Because I do. I like it.
They're doing, so like they're bringing their elements into the business. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you fucking saw Ruka's finishing move or signature move, the whole flipping TBT off the, like, bro,
the flippity flip.
Why? Like, it's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, fucking phenomenal. But like, who's on the main card pulling out something like that?
All right, I'll go with that.
Just for excitement and new, refreshed movement in the ring and moveset. That's why I went to NXT.
And I think I may have probably followed you with it if I watched more NXT. Because the few things I watched, bro, were good. Especially, bro. And Ethan Page showing up, bro. I was all about my dog, all ego. But I kind of stuck between Raw and SmackDown, and I went both. But hear me out on this. SmackDown to me was real good before Mania. Yeah, Cody chasing the title. Roman was throwing out probably some of the best promo work just because it was, bro, I beat you last year. I'm gonna whip your ass again. You got, think of Vegas, man. We thought we were getting Rock and Roman. Then it turned into the slap heard around the world.
Yeah, okay. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. My issue is I don't think I ever got off my chest the way they went about that nonsense of, oh, Rock and Roman at Mania, even though Cody won at Royal Rumble, but Cody's looking like a little bitch, and now he wants to be a big boy, but now he done got slapped because he mentioned The Rock's daddy. Like, that was weird. Just say you was gonna set this up to begin with without all this unnecessary
I
stuff.
feel like we could have done a triple threat match.
I felt like to get the step that you were gonna do, you took all the unnecessary steps you didn't have to take.
So, from my perspective, and like I said, Robbie, on if any of this is, if you got the in the business perspective, feel free to help us. To me, it felt like when we got Cody winning, one, we all know CM Punk was supposed to win. Cody was supposed to lose, but injuries happen on the fly. Cool. So you get Cody winning. All right, we're gonna run it back. You had to Rock into it, and it was you had to throw in so many unnecessary ingredients just to bake this cake. When really you could have just stuck with the standard that you've always done, and it would have probably came out the same way. Because, bro, anybody's gonna want to see The Rock come back.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You could have even threw. You want to know how you could have played into that even harder, so that way then it didn't look that fucked up. Cody thought he wanted the Rumble. He's sitting there talking Roman. Who do you bring out to dumb down the damn ring and throw his ass over after you done rung the bell? Or didn't ring the bell after he threw over CM? You bring out Dwayne. Dwayne comes down the ramp. Dwayne throws Cody out the ring. Ding, ding, ding. Roman, Dwayne, WrestleMania. You didn't fuck it up.
Give
I
that
agree
part
with
one.
that. I agree with that.
No, I was gonna say I do like that. Hey, and you know what's crazy is the way you just put that. Think about it. Dwayne's up here now. Isn't that just a move that you see making? Like,
But like I say, we had to go the Oregon Trail to get the same result that you could have just did at the beginning.
and can we talk about what made it awkward afterward? This is where I started to feel weird on Cody. Is when he was talking to Rock the next day about holding the championship. And it was the, yeah, I'll let you hold mine if you let me hold your skit. Like,
Cringe.
yeah,
Cringe.
that right there, man, just one, that set the precedent for, I feel, what Cody's title run was going to be.
No Diddy.
Yeah, no. Cody and Dwayne are about to show up in a Diddy trial.
But no, that yeah. But no, I like that Raw and SmackDown did cook this year. I cannot lie.
I
They
think
had
Raw
me-
cooked.
They had me always craving. Like I'm not even gonna lie. We watched Saturday Night Main Event, and I'm like, I'm ready for.
I'm ready for Monday.
Realistically, I'm not ready for SmackDown because Cody retained his title, and I don't know what we're doing with that. But Monday, yes, I'm excited for it.
Monday's exciting because this is where I'm going at with Raw being better. The last, well, post Mania, we found out about Netflix.
They have been cooking this Netflix.
And I was about to say, the last 6 months, they've been kicking it. the last 90 days, even 60 days.
Wait,
Bro,
wait. The last 48 hours.
Well, I was gonna say the last week, 2 weeks have been nuts.
Like so basically NBC. You do know we're going to Netflix, right? Like just in case you forgot,
Well,
here's another. We're going to Netflix.
Well, I was gonna
right?
say, just how many times on Raw did we catch 1-6 Raw is Netflix pop up? Like I was saying there, before we even got into the room and all that, how crazy is it that you're on USA Network where you've been for 30 years, and then you're going,
You know we're going to Netflix,
"Bye,
right?
I'm going to Netflix," just because they threw a whole ass boatload of money, and they're about to.
It's like the meme where the dude's in front of the like the tombstone, and he's like, so
Yeah.
it's like Raw on NBC, but it's Raw going to Netflix. It's like,
Well, see, and you know what? It being on NBC felt better than it being on USA.
well, NBC owns USA too.
Well, I was gonna say the commercials seemed a lot less.
No, and then so for real, like USA and NBC, they like that. So
Yeah, I get that.
that it's still funny.
That's one of those that it's gonna be nice to see Raw finally upgraded. And like you said, they've been cooking with these promos, getting us ready for Netflix. And what's even crazier is what we're about to get in the next couple of weeks leading up to it. Because you know that window's open. That transfer portal is open, sir.
The college football transfer, wrestling transfer portal is very much open. Like, I wonder which college football stars and basketball stars, and even those wrestling stars, come on, transfer to WWE and leave college. Yeah, you know.
So you're just coming up with more reasons for Florida State to have excuses next season.
Yes,
All right.
very much so.
So we're assuming that the Florida State fans are going to become
They can
full-time
get 2
Georgia
wins
fans.
next year. They can get another 2 wins next year.
So they become
Maybe they can beat Florida.
full-time Georgia fans by the end of the season then.
They're going to be,
for a select few.
at this point, they're probably Clemson fans.
You should probably tune into their show to find out.
So now you're a Florida State fan, Travis?
No.
No, okay. Okay.
No, we go for real schools.
Okay. Well, see, the portal thing worked for Miami this year. Only they just didn't get to the playoffs.
That's my problem. We had the QB. That was all we needed. And then
Right?
our defense was a lot more that we needed.
I was going to say, as a Bama fan, I can tell you we're making history this year by not being in the college football playoffs.
I mean, it's typically called the Alabama Invitational.
Yeah, you can't spell college football playoffs without Alabama.
But
Now,
yeah, all that stuff's crazy. I mean, even now that you're paying like high school kids to come to college,
yeah,
that's just crazy.
yeah. I was going to say,
Because in Florida, they got NIL deals for high school kids.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old needs to hurry up and go to high school.
Right. So you can retire.
Yeah, she needs to play a sport. I'm pretty sure that. No, she's got the brains. Well, let's move into this next one because I can't wait to hear your answer, and I want to hear yours on it too, Robbie.
Okay.
Who's the workhorse superstar this season or this year?
Which one you want first, the male or female?
Go male.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yep. I can go with that.
Only because that mullet has done a lot of work. You bounced from Rhea Ripley pulling on it to Liv Morgan trying to sit on it to teasing with Tiffany Stratton. And let's be real, you probably got Raquel tugging on it too. And then you got your actual wife at home Batman is a workforce with just all the females around.
Workhorse or workhorse?
But no, realistically, like they've been putting this man in main event type matches, getting him going against.
No, you're right. No, you're right,
This
man. Because it's like,
This man, even in interviews, he say he don't say no. So whatever they throw at him, he constantly goes into it.
and you know what though? And we were talking about Top Dollar earlier, and you know, he made a claim a couple weeks ago. He's the top heel in the business. I think Dom is. Hands down, Dom started
Dom's
the
the
year.
number one heel because you have the epitome of what every sexual minded male in the wrestling entity wants. They want the dominant mommy figure, the submissive girlfriend figure, and then flirt with the girl they have no chance with, on top of having the girl that they keep hidden with. Like, on top of got their main chick at home who acts like she don't care at all, like he has the perfect world. And then my superstar, like my female workhorse, is Io Sky. I'm sorry. Out of all, I feel like out of all the females, she's the only one that hasn't had, knocking on wood, an injury bug this year, and she's legit just been trying to keep her.
See, I had EO as my second option. I got Chelsea Green as my female
That's fair.
because
That was my toss up, but I was like, I gave Chelsea Green one.
I think
I was like, I was trying to.
no one has seen the work that Chelsea does on social media, all these whack ass videos. Come on, brother, Zoe Stark makeover. That right there, she attempted to make over a heel.
That confused me. That video had me confused.
But you know the crazy part is, bro, is it didn't even help. I felt bad for Zoe.
Robbie, did you see the video?
I saw the video of Chelsea and Zoe, and I like he said, it didn't help. but that's there you go. Like you've tried to, like you've kind of repackaged. Well, I mean, not Zoe as much, but you Deville and Shayna Baszler, and yet you do nothing with them. You know,
Mhm.
they keep, you know, you keep repackaging them, and yet they're in the same kind of role that you don't push them as the dominant one. Like, you know, you're trying to make Shayna Baszler as this badass, but yet you know, if you're going to do that, then push her that way. But yet you know, they're not pushing her in that sense like that. So it's just the same thing, you know. I mean, if you're trying to do that, same like Deville, so you try to put all three of them together as like, okay, now we're going to take over Raw, we're going to take over SmackDown, whatever, and yet they, you know, they come up short, which you know doesn't make any sense. I mean, they've done it with, you know, even some of the guys and stuff like that. You try to repackage them, and you know, it doesn't get over. Like the fans just don't care, you know, like the same like what's it with Nakamura, you know, now he's got the strap, but still you've repackaged him and the fans, you know, are still don't care. I mean, I've had, you know, like some of my buddies have said they like this one, they want to see where it's going. They like this character of them.
I'm interested. I'm kind of with them. I'm interested because this makes me feel that New Japan vibe that he had.
Okay.
But then there's that whole thing of, okay, I feel you guys have tried this and it really didn't go anywhere. And because I'm like, I'm in the middle. Like I feel Nakamura should probably go back to New Japan, something like that, and really live out the last years of his career instead of being wasted in WWE. But the guy's a hell of a veteran and a great knowledge all around.
Right. But you know who else you could throw in that? And I mean, we're taking away from what you guys are kind of talking about, but as he's been over here, when I've seen him in AEW, he seems like he's gotten worse than better. Is the Rainmaker Okada?
Yeah.
I was gonna say even AJ Styles to me gives me that feeling. Like from the
Yeah.
WWE aspect, even AJ Styles feel like he needs his out because it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, but AJ is different because if you look at what he's done, and
I know, I get that. I get that.
I feel this is like his. I was riding my way into the sunset. In a not really a safe way, but more of a protected environment.
Okay.
So but I get where you're at with it. Because watching him TNA, Impact, New Japan, and the time I wasn't watching WWE, and then I come back, boom, there's AJ there, and I'm like, oh shit.
AJ is what pulled me into TNA. I was like, oh man.
Him and Samoa Joe.
Yes. Well,
See,
and Abyss.
Abyss was after, but yeah, being a fan of him, but no, the AJ Styles and the X Division match, climbing across that damn beam, going for it,
AJ Styles was the whole reason I asked for TNA video game, and then realized I hated the TNA video game.
Yeah, that was definitely an underrated. But that was, like he said, with Nakamura and even with AJ, like those are, I guess those are guys that like beloved on the indies because they are the come up. They're what you can achieve.
Maybe
doing it all.
I feel okay. Maybe we're looking at it in the wrong sense. So, like, what if we're looking at it more than like? What if we're looking at it kind of not how we look at sports? Like, okay, certain players they get to like that next level, and then like their realistic goal was to bridge that gap between this group and that group. Kind of like
Okay.
like in an instance like in college football, not many get drafted from D2, but you get somebody like okay, yes, he's not playing, but Trey Lance drafted from a D2 school in the first round. Maybe that was like, okay, you're that bridge gap to open the door kind of thing. So now it shows that others can do it. I mean, kind of like in baseball with Shohei Ohtani. Like, if we've been real, Shohei is showing like, hey, you can do two-way out here if you really wanted to. Now we got all these Japanese two-way players that are killing the game of baseball.
I mean, look at Bo Jackson and Dion. They showed us how you can double dip.
So I mean, I'm just saying maybe like that's them for wrestling in a sense, but maybe a little bit more because I mean, yeah, you can say back then there was Funaki, but
yo, bro, Funaki was probably one of the most underrated wrestlers in WWE. So they wasted him, in my opinion. Like, bro, he was so fucking good, in my opinion. Like, he could have done so much more. But no, I get where you're at with it, and it's just there's certain ones that I really wish would be presented differently. But that being said, I do like that this partnership is being open more between the companies. I still hope and wish that WWE and AEW can come together at one point.
Whenever that happens, is it bad that I want it done with, like, I don't care who's going to host the show, but WWE needs to write the show.
Well, they're the only one with a writer right now.
Well, I didn't want Tony. I mean, Tony write 5-star matches. He can write like the main event and the opening match, but like storytelling.
Okay. I want to ask you as somebody from the business,
Okay.
as a booker, and this is going off of rumors I heard of Tony Khan, booking for Meltzer. Would you rather a booker that booked you solely for 5-star matches, knowing that you're going to get that 5-star from Meltzer? Or would you rather somebody that booked you into a story that made sense?
Tough question. Probably the story that makes sense. You know,
Okay.
if you're writing the storylines, I mean, like, because whoever, like, with you talking like through that, like, I wish that when they brought her over to NXT, they did more with her, Jordan Grace.
Yes.
I understand you're trying to make Roxanne make her look okay. She's NXT, whatever, but I don't know if she's as good as Jordan Grace is.
Fair enough.
I mean, you could have did a few more to make that and have a better storyline, I think.
Okay. No, because I agree. Like, if I were to see Roxanne Perez and Jordan Grace and any other promotion outside of WWE, and you were like, who do you think's winning? Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
Only in WWE do you ever look at it and go, either Roxanne or the referee's winning.
Right.
Because they are known to throw you that curveball, and I guess from a fan's perspective, it could piss you off, but you understand it.
Right.
Because it does make for, I'd rather a compelling storyline.
I'd rather get very invested in a storyline and get hit with a curveball and be pissed off than be like, okay, I watched this 5-star match, but what was the point of this 5-star match?
Yeah. No, and that's why I wanted to know, and I like that, with the answer, because, yeah, if I was in a wrestler's shoes, you could book me on a 5-star all you want, but as soon as the next 5-star happens, you forgot about mine.
Right.
Right.
You put me in a good storyline, then yeah, you're gonna easily pull that audience in, and the person you're with, you could easily make a 5-star match without it being a Meltzer 5-star.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Right. And you want that storyline, like you said, from a fan's perspective, that they remember that. It
Yeah.
stands out, that storyline stands out. And like you could, like you said, you could get your 5-star matches out of that, in that too.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, from just a fan's perspective, I guess I am sucked into the drama. I guess this really is a men's soap opera, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
So like when I be talking to a female and she be like, "Ew, you watch wrestling?" I'd be like, "Okay, so you know how you like to watch Grey's Anatomy because it's a whole medical soap opera. Okay, so wrestling is nothing but like a big ass soap opera."
And it is, and it basically is. If you think about it, because you keep coming back to see, what's going to happen next week, just like they do every day.
Like okay, this is how I kind of compared it to my grandmother one time because she, they like to watch As the World Turns.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, okay, the dude Victor, he dies and he keeps coming the fuck back, right? Yeah, okay, so we got this nigga named The Undertaker who dies and comes the fuck back. Like, you see how you invested? I'm invested.
Yeah, but it's crazy. I don't think your grandparents are taking 10 years off of watching just because,
I don't know, when you the firstborn and you the only grandson, you kind of get what you want.
Yeah. No, I know how you feel on that. I know exactly how you feel on that. That shit was nice.
Then all the rest of the motherfuckers came.
You cannot leave your siblings at a Walmart. Personal experience.
Okay, because I still do driving pull-offs.
This is in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't able to reach no damn pedals.
Mm.
But the one thing my family always said was, holy shit, the kids are missing again. And you know, speaking of holy shit, here's the next one.
Okay.
What was your holy shit moment from this year?
Chelsea Green falling off a ladder. Look, okay, that whole week they were sitting here. She's scared of heights. She's scared of heights. She's scared of heights. And then you even had Matt be like, "Yeah, I told her she ain't gonna do it, so which means she's gonna try to do it." And I was like, "Oh my god, she's taking." And then to actually see her do it, and you can kind of
Yeah.
see her like die a little bit, falling. Like that was perfect.
I mean, I got that one. And then the next one was the Wyatt Six coming back because that was such a great feeling.
Oh, okay, that it's not funny. What was funny is when they came back and everybody thought they killed Chad Gable.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a holy shit moment because that was the shit we've seen Bray Wyatt do.
Right.
No matter where the characters went, and then it just felt like it was like boom.
Okay, I will say my other OMG moment was Dominic and Liv because Dominic did good. He was like, "I don't like this girl. Get this girl away. Why she all da 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 da?" And then I'm not gonna lie, we got Liv Morgan double cheeked up on TV, and it's like, what are we going? And then we get SummerSlam, and you do mommy dirty. Hey, I'm sorry,
He's Dirty Dom.
that was a what the fuck? Holy
Oh.
shit! OMG,
I was gonna say another one that was a OMG for a holy shit moment for the 2024. The ending of night 2 of WrestleMania. We got
You talking about the
Wrestle-
end game?
Yeah, we got WrestleMania Endgame. That shit was nuts, bro. And to know that we were this close to getting Stone Cold, and it happened to be the Undertaker instead.
Are we mad? No.
Kind of, but no. Like, I'm okay with how it ended. I mean, it was great. The shit was phenomenal. It's on my list. It made the list, as Chris Jericho would say.
You just made the list.
But you got the Rock in that motherfucker, and you can't tell me you don't get glass breaking, a bald ass dude coming down to the ring and stunning your
I'm
ass.
so sorry. If that glass would have broke, okay, hear me out though. I think it played out the right way because if that glass would have broke, you would have not been able to calm that arena down to continue to tell the rest of that story.
All right, you're right.
I don't think you would have been able to tell the rest of that story, even with the chair shot and Roman getting his redemption, like because Stone Cold would have had that absolutely electrifying still going off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Not gonna lie, we probably would have still been watching WrestleMania ending for like another hour after that. Because how do you get them to chill out so you can tell the rest of that story? And how do you get us at home to chill out to refocus on the television? We would have had to been like, oh, how much did I miss? I gotta rewind. And then guess what? Stone Cold comes out again, and so you lose your shit all over again.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, I guess I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about it that way. No, you're right. You're right. I just thought, man, there was something in me going. You know, I know the Rock's gonna be there. The Rock needs a new dress, a new style person. First off,
I need his intro not to take 10 years when he comes. Whenever he decides to reappear on TV, if it's Netflix, I'm gonna need your intro not to take forever.
well, can we get that with Orton too?
No. Randall Keith Orton deserves his intro. Okay. Like, don't play around on Randy Orton's internet.
All right.
Let's not play around on his internet, okay? I'm not trying to get RKO'd out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, you're right. All right. Since you're doing it, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you then.
Okay.
What's your heel turn of 2024?
Ooh. Okay, I got three. And my first one is very recent. It was DIY. I did not see that coming.
Yep.
DIY's tag team heel turn. I did not see that coming. And to be told that on Friday that Gargano was the mastermind behind it was
That was clear. That was awesome.
That even more solidified that. My second one, Crash Out Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is like, I done fought the bloodline for 4 years. I help you win the title and beat them just for you to turn around and beat their friend again and team with them. No. So that's my other heel turn.
Okay.
Because I feel it's justified, but not everybody's going to see it as justified because we're forced to like Cody.
No, I get it. No, I like that. I will disagree with the whole KO on one thing. I feel like I've already seen this before.
No, okay, that's fair.
But I think heel KO is good for business.
And my female, so this one was a slow burn, long play, Shawn Michaels style. Roxanne Perez, she legit heel turned from being a face, coming back from injury and realizing y'all never gave me my fair due diligence of trying to get my title back unless I put this in my own hands and take it and show how vindictive I can be. So that's my heel turn. She earned that.
I like that. Mine, female wise, Candice LeRae. Because I guess there's just something in me that when she came back and was a part of everything, I expected that whole little face run. Male wise, a DIY, but I also had to sprinkle in with the New Day. Because that was I don't think any of us expected. That was one of those, like, we want to see John Cena as a heel, or we want Cody Rhodes as a heel. You know, things that you wish for, you want, but you probably never gonna get.
I get that.
That was that.
I get that.
That was, man, I'd love to see a heel Kofi Kingston one day. Nah, man, he's with New Day. That shit ain't gonna happen. They're gonna have to break up the New Day for that, man. They're gonna break up the New Day.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna, and then you see the cracks, and it's like, oh, damn, they're gonna break up. Oh, somebody's gonna be a heel. How are we gonna do this?
Right.
And then it was Big E coming out. No, I'm gonna be your manager. I'm gonna be by your guys' side. And they're both like, fuck you, where'd you come from? And then niggas went ape shit on him, like completely non-script, like off the wall, unfiltered. You're just like,
fair enough.
Like, you went from going, no, don't break up, to, whoa, you guys are dicks. So to me, bro, that kicked off the week of heel turning.
Okay.
That was, I felt, the best of 2024, bro, because you got the New Day, and then you got DIY. And DIY did that shit so amazing.
That's what's up.
So
yeah, you're not wrong.
That's what I got for it.
The only thing I had that we didn't do was Breakout Star, but that was Braun Breaker and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, Breakout Star, I'm going to go and agree with Braun. Chelsea, I feel she's been out there for a minute.
Well, for WWE.
No. Well, I was going to say WWE singles wise, I feel this is great. I can go with the Breakout Star. WWE Superstar, I feel that we're just now about to see the real her. I think this is now we're getting to really see some shit.
I'm ready for the psycho her with the makeup just everywhere to come back. I'm ready for that Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I'm just ready for that. I'm ready for a lot more like purification to wrestling.
I agree.
Netflix is hitting. like we were talking about, kayfabe's not really around as much as we'd like, but it's still there. I think this takes it to that next level, in my opinion. Just in my opinion, I feel Netflix is about to give the whole thematic approach
Okay.
and just take it to a whole nother level. Knowing you did time in WWE 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even 20 years ago, did you ever think Raw would one leave the USA Network, but be able to land such a insane TV deal or streaming deal?
Would have never thought they would have left USA. But you look at it and it's got its peaks, like you peak in Valley and stuff.
Mhm.
So, they're peaking now. So, it was time to strike while it was hot,
Yeah,
I mean, especially with traditional cable is technically dying.
I was gonna say because I like what they're doing with it. Only hope is that we don't end up like the Tyson fight.
right?
'Cause if I'm fighting my stream more than they're fighting in the ring,
Right.
we gonna have issues, bro.
They're going to have
All
a
I'm
lot of
saying-
issues. They're going to have a
All
lot
I'm
of
saying,
issues.
I don't think they want that. Okay, there's
Can
two
you-
cults in America you don't want no problem with. You don't want a problem with the Swifty cults, and then you don't want problems with wrestling fan cult. Like those are two cults you don't want no problems with. And
Right.
obviously, you didn't upset no Swifties, so you're not gonna try to upset the wrestling fan.
Right. Can you imagine what happened in the Tyson Paul fight happened at WrestleMania on Netflix? Can you imagine how many unglued fans you're going to have?
Yeah, I would have been one.
Right. I think we
would've
all
been
would have
on
been.
billions and billions.
I probably would have been looking for flights to Vegas at that
What
point.
you mean? I wasn't even trying to get to Vegas. Where's California? I want the servers to Netflix because it's your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the part that blew me away. Like you guys knew this thing was coming, and I understand you maybe you didn't expect the entire world to watch this
Well,
shit.
now they'll get a chance. They'll have roughly about 11, 12 million people watching on Christmas for the football game.
Right.
So, and like basically in 2 weeks or a week and a half,
Yeah.
we get to see how this is going to work on the football game.
Right.
And a concert, because don't forget Beyonce's free concert she's doing the Christmas game that I'm gonna fall asleep during.
So we're getting our time wasted with Beyonce shit too.
Oh, so we gotta watch the Kansas City Chiefs figure out how to skate death against the Houston Texans, and then we get a Beyonce concert, and then we also get Baltimore versus somebody. So that should let you know Baltimore is probably gonna win that game.
I'm alright with that.
I would like to see the Chiefs lose, but they use black magic and
And it's in Kansas City.
yeah, because it's a Christmas game.
Yeah.
And you're the face of your company, the NFL.
Yeah. They want you in a snow gas stadium in Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm. Not in a dome in Texas on Christmas.
Well, that's probably
Even though the face of your company of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, is from Texas.
You mean like having a football game in an open air stadium in a rain state? Go Bucks.
Right.
Oh,
but you
or,
can tell it's been like blatant that they want the Chiefs to win a three-peat here this year.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Carolina should have beat them. We
Right.
should have beat them.
Atlanta should have beat them. I mean, they had a bunch of losses.
That is very much true.
I'm just hoping Atlanta keeps losing.
Like this week, come on, Jameis. Come on, Jameis.
Right.
Jameis can beat him. Jameis and the Browns can beat Patrick.
Hey, you ever think
Right.
4 years after him off the Bucks, you think would be rooting for Jameis to beat
Yes,
the
I
opposing team again?
Yes, I would, because he's not the starting quarterback to make me go through the ups and downs.
Right, but
Excuse now.
you gotta give it to Jameis though. He's got to be the most entertaining guy in the NFL.
Absolutely.
I mean,
That man is having fun though.
right? Who can almost throw for like 500 yards? Throw how many touchdowns he threw and throw picks, and he throws a pick, and now he comes back and throws a touchdown. Throws another pick, comes back and throws another touchdown.
As a Bucks fan, I can tell you right now, I would be dead due to heart attack or a stroke if he was still in Tampa.
Listen, okay, so you said you didn't see it, but on the episode of Hard Knocks, you hear Kevin Stefanski, man, I love the way this guy's throwing the ball. You know what? Just keep slinging it. And then the pick six happens. Like, oh, you didn't watch no film from him being in Tampa, and you talk about just keep slinging the damn ball.
Yeah, just sling the ball. Defensive receiver. Fuck it. Hey, as we said in Tampa, fuck it. There's a receiver down there somewhere.
Exactly. Fucking Rick Evans down there somewhere.
Fuck it, someone catching it. Well, I really don't have anything else on the docket for the show. Do you have anything you want to add, Trevor?
I mean, we got these new cool T-shirts.
Yeah, thank you, Trevor.
We got these cool new T-shirts.
Well, hey, thanks for kind of mentioning that. Next week, to everybody watching, we will not be doing a show due to the holidays, but we will be back December 27th for a heel turn. Thank you, Robbie, for joining us tonight. It was actually been it's been fun getting to kind of just learn.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, it's been a blast. I thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely.
So I have to if I don't know if you want me to tell you now or whatever, you guys, since you guys are Buck fans, one of my training partners, because he has he's a canine cop, but he started a side business and he trains dogs. You know who one of the people he has that he drives from Tampa and he's worked with his dog and he watches his dog when he goes out is Tristan Wirfs.
No shit.
Oh,
yeah. So Tristan has a Cane Corso is what he has.
That is awesome.
But Chad had said that Tristan is just a great guy. He goes, he said just down to earth. He goes, he's kind of like a big kid. Just a good guy though, which is cool to hear. He just said just a real good guy.
That's awesome.
I was gonna say that's a lot because where I work, next door to me, they have another location, the Anchor Bar on Davis Island.
Okay.
Apparently, quite a few of the Bucks go down there, and one of the cooks was telling me that Tristan's always in there when he's at work. And same thing, just down to earth guy, just doesn't realize that he's an adult, just a big ass kid.
Yeah. So I guess he's into trucks. And I guess when he first came down with his dog, he had like this big like F-350 or whatever, all decked out and everything. And Chad's like, wow, that's pretty cool truck and stuff. And Tristan's like, sit in it. And he's like, oh, I'm good. He goes, no, you got to get in there, sit in it and stuff. It just was, it just the way he is, I guess he's very genuine, which is cool to hear. It's cool to hear. And then I know you're Bucks fans. I've never been a Brady fan. Sorry. Just, I'm a Bills fan because I'm from Buffalo. So don't hold it against me.
That's okay.
I really hope the Bills beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right. So I
was never the Brady fan until he came here and won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Then it was like, all right, you can stay, but hurry up.
Right. So I have friends that did not like Brady at all. So they didn't root for the Bucks, even though they were Bucks fans. But another story like from there, with him, I guess like Brady Brady would do his practices and stuff and leave. Where, like, I've heard stories about Baker Mayfield, like Baker Mayfield will go out with the offensive lineman, does things with them and stuff. So it's like you're going, yeah, I always knew Brady was kind of an ass just for,
Yeah.
like he wouldn't hang out with his linemen and stuff like that, where Baker does. So,
Yeah.
you like hearing stuff like that, because,
I want to know the chemistry's there.
right. So you want it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you just, it's like, okay, I'm just here to whatever, to win a Super Bowl or whatever, which he done. He got, he won it, but you want to be part of the team. You want to be, you definitely want to show, okay, these are my guys. So, yes, let's go hang out. We'll go to dinner or whatever,
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I
to
guess,
me, if you're a quarterback, you should be taking your line out once a week anyways.
right. Yes. And, and Baker is that guy that he's just, down to earth and everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's sad though. Football season's like 4 weeks away from being over for us.
right.
And then let's dive into hockey season.
Okay. See, I'll be waiting for baseball season.
I'm kind of waiting on baseball season just because I want to see how this Rays season goes.
Are you? I'm a Mets fan, so I don't
He's
think
enjoying
Soto's built.
life right now. He's
Pardon?
enjoying life right now as a Mets fan.
Oh yeah,
Who's that?
congratulations on Juan Soto.
Right, you're enjoying life right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Juan's built for City Park. I just don't know. I mean, I hope he does well, and I hope they bring Alonso back. I just don't know if Soto's built for that park, though. That's the big thing. Hey, congratulations to him for pulling that big payday.
I was gonna say,
A year less for $5 million.
wait, could Juan Soto really become another Bobby Bonilla for New York?
Let's hope not.
Okay, I'm
Let's
not
hope
gonna lie.
not.
I had the thought for like 0.5 seconds, but then I was like, it's Juan Soto. He basically carried the Yankees in the World Series.
Yeah,
And that's why he left, because it was like, oh, Aaron Judge, where's Aaron Judge? And the Judge did not rise at all.
not one bit.
Right. Yeah, and it's pretty bad when you had Dave Roberts go and our World Series was against the Mets.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a great series. The outcome I would have liked better if the Mets would have won it, but hey.
oh no, I understand that feeling. Being a Rays fan, watching, anytime we go to the World Series, we're like, yeah, we'll lose in 5, then we're gonna lose in 6. We lose the next one in 7, right?
Okay.
So have they said where the Rays are playing this year yet?
The Yankees.
Yeah, over at Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they're still going to be in Tampa then.
Yeah, they're going to be at Steinbrenner for this season. It flips over from the Yankees at spring training to the Rays within 2 days, and then we play an entire season.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting.
Which is like a weird situation, because the city is stopping the funding and the placement of the new ballpark to redo this ballpark just to go back later to do the new ballpark.
Wow.
It's so at this point we don't even know if the city is going to keep the team or not, because it's like they're.
Can we just tear that? Look, there's a baseball stadium we're about to be playing in. Can't we just renovate it?
I would say at this point, get rid of
the
the truck and get rid of the truck in general, and just build the new one, since it's already the truck. Like the Hurricane did you a favor, if I'm being real. Like, I know that sounds horrible to say, but Hurricane did you a favor.
It's a sunroof.
The Hurricane did you a favor. Just go ahead and build the new one now.
Right.
So that way now you don't even have to try to relocate. We gave you the new stadium in the same location.
Just put it in the same spot. I don't know though, man, because like even being from St. Pete, I can tell you, even living over there, I hated going to the Trop. Coming from Tampa, one going across that Howard Franklin, you already know. And then getting into
I mean, that didn't mean I was going to go to baseball games because that's still too much of a drive.
I was gonna say, bro, just getting down that way and fighting the traffic just to watch your team get their ass handed to them. I can go watch the Bucks play, and they're like 10 minutes away. And
They actually play in Tampa.
well, what the Bucks? I can get drunk over there for
Oh, yeah.
$20 compared to.
I think that's our issue with our sports teams. Like, half of our sports teams actually play in city, and then the other half of our so-called city team plays in a city that claims them more than we do. It's like,
Right.
so why are you not called the St. Pete Rays? Because
You know, I've always wondered that.
how are
being
you
from
Tampa? Like, that is not Tampa. We don't even like St. Like, people from Tampa don't even like people from St. Pete. Like,
Well, fuck. That's why I battle myself all the time.
you're from Tampa.
Yeah, might as well. But I mean, like I said, that's all I got for tonight.
Yeah.
I appreciate you joining us, Robbie, and
I appreciate you guys having me.
I look forward to you coming on again.
Well, I look forward to coming on again. Again, thank you guys very much. It was a blast being with you guys. You have my number. Give Travis my number, and we'll all stay in touch.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate
Definitely.
you joining in with us.
Okay. Yes, and we're definitely going to get up to Tampa. I'll let you guys know ahead of time so we can meet up and we can grab some
Okay.
food and stuff.
Sounds good to me.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. And we will be back December 27th at 10 p.m. for a heel turn. So tune in. Until then, man, y'all be safe. Treat each other with love, man. And you know what? Happy holidays.
Sun's coming up as you look to the skies, go down to the wall and bathe in the light. Oh my love, oh my love. Angels will sing, whisper words of the heart as I'm holding you close. Keep a shelter from the dark. Oh my love, oh my love. Hold your breath.
Devil.